Good day everyone! Today we have the all-new 2024 MG3 Lux. This is going to be a full in-depth review of the exterior, interior, and engine details of the MG3 Lux. So once again, this is PatrickReyesTV. Let's go and start. Now with the key fob around the vehicle, you could lock and unlock the doors with this blue button right here. So the side mirrors would automatically fold, giving you the indication that the doors are now locked. Now to unlock, just wait a second and press the button again. Side mirrors open and now the doors are open. Now on the door sidings, you have plastic materials right here, your silver accents on this garnish right here, and your door handles, leather inserts right here, window controls, and your speaker is right over here. Now on the seats, you have your recliner, height adjustment, and your seat position control right here on the middle. Now the seats are combined with leather and cloth material. So cloth material right here on the center, and perforated leather on the side, and full leather on the exterior part of the seats. Now the seats also have orange accents, leather strips right here through the headrest as well. Now with the key fob inside the vehicle, you could start the accessories with the push start. And once more for ignition. And to start the engine, just put your foot in the brake and push the button to start. There you go. Now, before we go and check out the interior, let's go and check out the exterior first by turning on the headlights. You have auto mode as well, fog lights, and the hazards. Now, all windows are fully automatic, and only the driver's side window is automatic up and down. The rest are automatic one touch going down. The all-new 2024 MG3 has finally arrived in the Philippine shores, and it looks very promising. But before we go and tackle the new MG3, let's take a step back and see where the MG3 started. The MG3 is a subcompact car which was first released in 2008 as the first generation. It was technically a rebadged Rover Streetwise which was produced between 2003 to 2005. Back then, the first generation was only sold in China and were not able to export due to many restrictions. Then, in 2011, the second generation came up with a more modern approach and was developed in the United Kingdom, where standard of vehicles were more strict. They added features and tech that were more suitable for the European market. In fact, they were so confident of their in-house engineering, design, and calibration capabilities that they were able to release a sports car concept of the MG3, which was known as the MG3 Trophy, which was double the horsepower from the regular MG3s. Soon thereafter, the MG3 continued to grow and excel all over the world and finally released an all-new model. And here we are with the third generation MG3. The 2024 MG3 comes in two engine options, which is the naturally aspirated 1.5-liter engine and the 1.5-liter hybrid engine. This one in particular is the non-hybrid variant but carries most of the features of the top-of-the-line variant. The MG3 Lux carries over that bold front fascia that screams for aggressiveness and power. The LED headlights has a sharp design that really matches the overall design. The front bumper has a rather unique wide opening in the front that looks very sporty and modern at the same time. On the rear, the shape of the bumper extends to the sides with the reflectors giving it a beefier look. The LED taillight complement the rear with a sharp-shaped taillight that gives it a sporty look. It's funny how the MG3 feels like a bigger car when you look at it on the back. On the side, this is where I would definitely want more aggressiveness. The front and rear looks really sporty and modern, but the side lacks a bit of that extra flavor for it to be a sporty hatch. Nonetheless, the overall look is really well laid out for a 2024 hatchback. The new MG3 really surprised me on how good the price point is for such a tech-packed vehicle with a very promising exterior. The new MG3 could be the next tuner car that will be heavily modified by the young car enthusiast, and this would probably be the next big thing for the MG lineup. So, let's go and pop the head, check out the engine. The 2024 MG3 Lux comes with a 1.5-liter inline 4-cylinder gasoline engine. It produces 101 horsepower at 6,000 RPM and 128 Nm of torque. The engine is mated with an 8-speed continuously variable transmission, drivetrain is front-wheel drive, and fuel tank capacity is 45 liters. So, let's give her a few revs and check how the engine sounds from the inside. So the engine only goes up to 2.7 or 2,700 RPM on neutral. Now, on the inside of the MG3, you have a 2-spoke steering wheel. It is electronic power steering, so steering wheel is very easy to maneuver. This one is all covered in leather. You have side extensions here for better grip, and your flat finish right here for that sporty look. Steering wheel could also be adjusted with tilting. Now right here is the control for the gauge cluster. So you could adjust some settings in here with this button right here. Your voice command, your MG pilot, your customized button. And right here is the control for both the gauge cluster and the head unit. This one has the phone button. With this button right here, you could transfer to different screens. So for example, when I press this one, we are now here in the gauge cluster. So you could now control the gauge cluster. And with the same button, just press this again, and you could now control the head unit. There you go. And this one is another customized button, which we will tackle on later. Now let's go and check out the gauge cluster first. So for the gauge cluster, you have your trip datas right here. So you have accumulated total, your hours to minutes, duration time, and you have your trip meter right here, your fuel consumption rating, your total odometer, Fuel range right here on the middle. This one is your active driving guidance. This is for basically the MG Pilot feature. Water temperature is right here, seatbelt indicator, gear indicator, and your tachometer or digital tachometer right there. And this one, this adjusts to where you are. This is based on the GPS. It would indicate what speed limit you are in your area. So right now we are here in Clark, and it says here it's now at 40 kilometers per hour. So the gauge cluster is all digital. This would feature a lot of different interfaces, and that's one advantage of the modern day digital gauge clusters, which is nice. Now you have your CVT. And once you put the gear in reverse, you have your rear backup camera and your 360 camera. And the clarity right here is quite nice. Very nice for this view. And what's neat is you also have a 3D view of your car, which is nice. So you also have electronic parking brake, auto brake hold, cup holder in here. You could remove that for more space. And you have a storage space right here where mostly your phones will be. You could probably buy an aftermarket wireless charger on this surface right here. But nonetheless, you have Type A connectivity right here and your phone connectivity for the head unit. 12 volts DC outlet. And right here on the center, another storage right here. Another space for another cup, another coffee, and the center armrest. You could open it and you would have more space. There you go. Very nice. Now right here on the middle, you have your hazard button. Your controls mainly for the air conditioning and for the head unit. So you have the front defogger, rear defogger, air conditioning controls, one touch button, on and off for the AC, home button, and now we're currently in home, and your physical volume buttons, which is really nice and convenient. Now for the head unit, we are now in the home screen, and you have your different interfaces or features that you could access. So first one, you have your radio, which you could interchange depending on what music you want to listen to. So what your source will be. So you have radio, you have Bluetooth music, USB music via the connector right here, and radio. So let's go and try listening to some music and check how the speaker sounds.
Sabado naman.
Well, so the speakers sounds decent. It's not the best, but it's a good balance of bass and clarity through the tweeter speakers and the door speakers. I would not complain with the speakers, especially at this price point. You get what you need, and you know it works, and there's nothing much to complain about the clarity and the quality of the speakers. Now, after the radio, you have your climate control right here, and you have a bunch of features right here. You have your temperature adjustment. You have your fan speed, AC button, front defogger, different zones, recircular vents, your phone connectivity via Bluetooth, and of course this one comes standard with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto via this connectivity right here on the button, which is nice. So I think that's about it for the head unit. But there's one more thing right here, which is this car logo. So this is where you would actually personalize your MG3. So first, on this driving category, electronic stability control, which is we mainly know as the traction control. So you want to keep this turned on all the time to keep you safe. MG Pilot is your semi-automated self-driving assist. So you have a bunch of settings in here you want to play with. Your overspeed alert, your overspeed audible warning, speed limit change audible warning, front collision assist, lane departure assist, and a lot more safety settings that comes with this vehicle. It's just very nice to know that, you know, even if you get such entry level cars, they would give you this access to this luxurious or premium safety system. And you know, MG really does care for their customers. Whether you get the high end or their economical end cars, they would give you the features that you would need and give you extra safety. Now for the convenience, again, this is the function for the left star button and the right star button. So you could customize the right and left star buttons depending on what you want. So for example, the left star button is on 360 camera. And so once you press that, you would go to the 360 camera that instant. So you could always change that depending on what you want. Very nice. Rear view mirrors auto fold and fold. Unlock the door using the key. You could adjust it if you want all doors to unlock all at the same time or just the driver door. Usually this settings right here is mainly for the Euro specs or the European types of vehicles. And as we know, MG is a Euro spec vehicle. And last tab right here is lighting. So you have welcome headlights, follow me home feature, find my car response. So you have 3 options for the find my car. You want it turned off totally, you want it flashing, or you want it both flashing and horn. So that's about it for the head unit. Now for the dashboard right here, everything is plastic materials. But what's nice about it is, you know, it's not just plain plastic materials. If I zoom in quite a little bit, you get that leather feel and touch right here. And, you know, it adds to that extra premiumness. But totally, this is just plastic. And you have an accent right here, which gives you that modern and, you know, young look for this one. Leather insert right here. Orange stitching. Same with the seats right here. So overall, the look of the dashboard is very nice. It is very young and, you know, really targets the young audience of the car industry. Your frameless or thin frame rear view mirror, map lights, and in here, let's open this up to show you what it looks like. So you have your vanity mirror which has LED lights. So this one has vanity mirror and your vanity light as well. And in here on the left, your central lock, unlock, and lock. Side mirror controls. Of course, side mirrors are retractable. And you also have your headlight leveler right here. So you could lower down the beam of the headlights or raise it up if you want to, which is nice. So let's go and check out the rear seats. Now on the back of the MG3, the legroom is quite okay. It's not the best, but you would expect that from a hatchback. But again, I'm a 5'8" guy, so legroom is not bad, to be honest, and it's really good for a hatchback. The seats are quite on the firm side, I would say. It's not the most plush and soft seats, but you know, it is comfortable. Headrest is quite okay. Door sidings right here. Grab handle. And what I like about the MG3 is that it has black interior. Even the ceiling is black. And the exterior really pops out because of the all black interior. So again, you have the same materials on the rear seats to the front, combination of leather and your cloth material right here on the middle. And you also have air conditioning vents right here on the back, which is nice. USB port and some pocket right here on the bottom. And here's the view of the 2024 MG3 front cabin. And you see a very young profile in terms of the interior cabin. It looks very 2024, to be honest, and it's a very good competitor to its rivals like the Honda Brio or the Toyota Wigo. So, let's go and check out the cargo area. Electronic switch and your rear backup camera right there. And in here you have your tonneau cover, LED lights for lighting through the cargo area. Your tools is right here, and space is quite good for this size. You could fit probably 2 large luggages right here. But if that's not enough, you could always fold down the rear seats, and it would fold down like so, and you would have more space on the back. And now you would only have 1 seat for the driver and the passenger, but you would have loads of space on the back. And this is coming from a hatchback, which space is not a problem if you need the space. That's very nice. So I hope you enjoyed the full tour review of the all-new 2024 MG3. I hope you enjoyed the video as much as I did, because I really like the overall look of the new MG3. I used to own a Honda Jazz way back 5 years, 6 years ago, and you know, driving and getting a feel of one of the new hatchbacks in this industry right now is mind-blowing. This one has a lot of features that, you know, 5 to 6 years ago at this price point of hatchbacks during that time didn't have this features. And this one, with just this price point, MG continue to delivers modern tech and safety features. So once again, I'm very happy for MG on keeping on improving and advancing their safety and technological standards for the modern day vehicles. So once again, thank you guys for watching. PatrickReyesTV signing out.